What's up, everybody? It's your boy Walking Mandu. We're back here at Wrench Trench Garage, and as you can see, that little bug that I was talking about before has gotten worse. So there was no need for me to go to the gym today. I don't think it's the cold messing with me. I know you can kind of see my breath, but honestly, I do not feel that cold. Maybe it's just me trying to make friends with these heaters in here, but whatever. But what I did for this for this last live stream for the week, this conclusion, I learned a lot of things about doing videos, about doing live streams, and even though there's no one in my chats right now, these videos still get posted. So when you go back and watch them, there's at least something instead of me just hanging around. But the fact of the matter is that when people do live streams, when people do any type of content, a lot of thought goes into those things to make a good YouTube video. And I'm slowly learning it. I've been doing this YouTube thing for about a year and a half now. I know it's been that long. I actually started in the summer of 2017, and here it is on the cusp of 2019. And I'm doing this thing, and I'm getting better. I mean, I'm still not 100% really comfortable because I do stutter a lot, and I'm working on it, I promise. But there's something about doing something different, about taking a chance at doing something. There's something about that I really enjoy. That uncomfort where you just say, okay, it's uncomfortable, but yeah, let's go for it. That, no matter what the result is, if you take away a learning experience, it was absolutely worth it. But in the end, like I said, a lot of thought goes into these things, and for the past 3 hell weeks, I have been just kind of just winging it a little bit. So what I actually did this time is I actually prepped a little bit. I made some talking points. And Mr. Gunn is supposed to be coming over. He did have an emergency, so I don't know if he's gonna actually make it, but if he does, that'll be great. I have a chair waiting for him to show up and join me on this live stream. So let me get right into what I did today and how I came to the little conclusion that you just heard. Is when I woke up today, I woke up on time. I woke up when I wanted to wake up today. However, when I woke up, I had this cold. I was sick, and I still tried to push. And it's great to kind of push a little bit to see where your boundaries are, because even though you think you're like at the end of whatever you can do, you're actually not. There's still a little bit more that you can do, and I'm slowly learning that. And here I am, 41 years old, still learning about pushing myself, because as a kid, the only thing I pushed myself to do was go party. That's what I did. So now, in these years, as I started in my late 20s, 30s, to actually start really getting a little bit more grown up and take on more responsibilities and have better jobs and do things like that. I've learned to learn a little bit more about pushing yourself, trying new things, giving something a shot, not being scared to try something. But in this live stream, like I said, I've learned a little bit more about prep, so I got some talking points. So first thing, woke up. Hey, what's up, Mr. Jeff Parker? Good evening to you, sir. So in this live stream right now, I'm just kind of going over a few little things about today. As you can hear my voice, I'm still sick. Still a little sick, still like getting, this bug's beating me up. I had to skip the gym. But other than that, I'm really good. And also, when I got up and I was like, okay, I'm going to try to push myself a little bit, try to go to the gym. And I'm like, you know what? I can't go to the gym sick. It's probably going to make somebody else sick, and I'm not going to do that. And there's no telling what the effects are. So if you're sick and you're a workout kind of guy, just skip the gym, because you could just make other people sick, and it may not help your situation at all anyway. So just stay home, relax, eat what you're supposed to eat. So in saying that, that doesn't mean don't push a little bit to do what you really want to do. because when you push just that little bit more, you realize there's other things you can do that are beneficial that still get you a little bit more in that progression of things that you'd like to get done. So I ended up walking the dog. I wasn't in the gym, but it still gave me some exercise. I still ended up eating as healthy as possible, taking in a lot of fluids, doing that kind of stuff. And I still managed to make it out to the shop and do a little bit of work, which you'll see on Monday when that video comes out. So you'll see that. So the live streams are in between what I do for the Hell Week. That comes out one video on Monday. So it's experimental. It's experimental. And what I learned from that, like I said, is you can go a little bit further than you thought you could. Instead of when you're sick, laying in bed all day. I know sometimes it's good, but if you're not sick enough to be like bedridden, don't be bedridden. Do what you can, and then you'll get a little bit more. And what I did is I walked the dog, I ate better, and you got to check out the pin I sent over to Facebook. I'll check it out. I'm usually not on Facebook very often. I'm not a Facebook person. I do want to set up a Wrench Trench account on Facebook. I just never got around to it. But I'm typically really just not on Facebook. But I'll check it out. For you, Mr. Parker, I will check it out. I'll make sure I see that. I will see it tonight directly after this live stream. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into what I've actually been doing in the shop today. I got out a little late. Like I said, I had some recovery that I had to do. It's just blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to show you. All right, so the first thing I did is you can see I started prepping a lot of these parts, getting ready to paint these accessories so I can build up on the motor that's covered up over there. So all that stuff got prepped here, and I have the color schemes planned out. So you can see, you can tell this has already been painted, and these have already been painted. But the rest of the stuff is on the way to being painted because it's being prepped. And I have a little heater here that I had heating up the parts so that the paint will stick just a little bit better. I'm even heating up the paint because the paint was a little cold. But it'll be fine. I also started prepping inside the engine bay, as you can see, where I took the angle grinder to some of those rusty spots. Kind of just knocked that stuff off so I can go ahead and put some rust treatment on there. Started taping off some of the stuff that I don't want painted. So actually the idea is hopefully at some point tonight I'll be shooting the paint on. I can come out in the morning when it's dry and start putting that motor together. So that's a good thing. So Jeff, while I got you on here, I got to ask you a question. I had a list of things. I was prepared this time, so this last live stream won't be so boring. People can there's actually stuff to talk about. I made talking points. I didn't know that there was so much prep into this stuff. But anyway, so I want to do some car topics. What do you think about nitrous? That's the question. What do you think about running nitrous on a vehicle? Let's say a street vehicle. What do you think about running nitrous on a street vehicle? Not a daily, but you don't know enough about it. That's cool. That's cool. Now, my thoughts on nitrous is my dad had nitrous on his '09 Dodge Challenger. He had a Dodge Challenger, but he cheaped out and decided he wanted to go for the 6-cylinder. I'm like, and I told him from the get-go, I'm like, you're not going to be happy with the 6, man. You're going to want the 8. He's like, no, I like the 6. I just want the look of it. I don't care about that. And everybody says that until they get the 6-cylinder. So after he got the 6-cylinder, he's like, man, everybody on the street is messing with me. And, my dad's ego is, my dad's got an ego. So he's like, and everybody's like burning me on the street. What can I do? I said, well, without spending tens of thousands of dollars, you can put nitrous on it, but I bet you still won't be happy. He was like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run nitrous. So he goes to Speed Unlimited, and he puts nitrous on his 6-cylinder Challenger. And the thing I can say about nitrous, when people say it's like drugs for a car, it really is. That stuff's addictive. It's like you never can use it enough. It's like car crack. That stuff will make you want to use it all the time. So that's what he did, and he got tired of doing the nitrous bottle thing, and he finally broke down and bought an SRT8, and now he's happy. But my thoughts on nitrous is that if it's tuned right, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, except for the fact that it gets addicting. Except for the fact that you never feel like your car is fast without squeezing that little bottle. Jeff, you're a Jeep guy, right? You're definitely a Jeep guy. Think about doing any projects with your Jeep? I don't know if it would burn up the heads too fast because I do. It depends. Like I said, I really think it depends on the RPMs you use it at. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry for everybody. Tell everybody what he said. He said he imagined that it would burn up your cylinder heads too fast. I don't know if it'll burn up the cylinder heads too fast, but they have been known to melt pistons. But that's for people spraying extreme amounts of nitrous, maybe for quarter-mile passes or, but but like I said, I don't think nitrous is really that bad for like a weekend warrior car. It's sooner to mess with the Jeep. Warranty can be in conflict. Okay, I understand that. What about any other things like wheels, tires? I don't think you'd mess up anything with like wheels, tires, probably. Something like that. I don't think that'll mess up your warranty, huh? Or it's just something you just kind of truck around. You take it on trails at all? You go take it off road yet? Everyone wants, yep. Everyone wants bigger tires. Yep. That's the thing. Bigger tires, lifts. Everybody wants that. It's a Jeep thing. That's what Jeepers do. We raise them up, we load them up, and we take them somewhere so we can potentially flip them over. That's our thing. But as far as Jeeps are concerned, I really love them. I have my own Jeep, Pedro, and Pedro. I really want to make that guy like. I want to make it almost tank-like. It's a 95. It's got a 4-banger in it. I want some other stuff to go on with it. Only has a little over 400 miles waiting for snow. I want to do it too. You're gonna make a video on that, right? Yeah, because I'm telling you, you got to make a video on it. Because I said so. You're making a video on that in the snow, romping it around. Because I want to see it. I want to see it. So as far as off-roading, thank you. So what I was talking about as far as basically I was just starting a conversation about power adders, nitrous, turbos, superchargers, boring, stroking, stuff like that. So that's actually the conversation I was gonna get into as far as modifying cars, and I'm talking for the street. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and move a little bit further ahead. I'm gonna go and move a little bit further to my project car. Now, I probably dropped a ton of hints. People probably know what it is, so I'm just gonna let the cat out of the bag. This is the conclusion of the live stream. So I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. We know the car. The car is a Mark III 1987 Toyota Supra. It's been up and running before. It made 500 horsepower, and it drove for all of 20 minutes. I drove it. I had it tuned. I spent a lot of money. I did this, did that, and I tell you what, it was so fast. If people think 500 horsepower isn't a lot of power, you've been in the wrong 500 horsepower car, or they've been lying to you. 500 horsepower is a lot of power for the street. And that thing was fast, and it was scary fast. But it lasted like 20 minutes before I realized I had a cracked block. And then I had to start all over, and it's been been about 2 years since I really delved into it, so we'll see what happens with that. But I do have a build breakdown for it. I do want to go up. Everybody wants to go up in power, and that's what I want to do. I want to go up in power on this thing. So the idea is I'm going to do this whole debate right now where it's I'm building a 7M GTE motor. The 7M is like the caveman of the Toyota race engines. Because after the 7M, you got the 1J, and then you got the 2JZ in the inline 6 family. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but it doesn't want to focus. Oh, there it is. So it's the caveman of the inline 6. And there's a lot of debate on whether going 1J or 2J in these cars because of the reliability factor. Now, a lot of people don't like 7Ms. I like 7Ms because they sound terrific. They sound so good. They're such a good sounding car. 1Js and 2Js, they sound good too, but I don't think anything compares to that like grunt that the 7M has. Plus, the 7M is better at producing torque. Now, as far as top end and high power, in its stock form, it's not very reliable, and that is the fault from the factory that the heads weren't torqued down properly. From the factory, they were torqued way too light, so around 100,000 miles, you're blowing a head gasket. So people hated them for that. And then they hated them for the mods that you actually had to do in order to get power out of them. And then when the 1J and 2J came out and they found out how easy it was to produce power with those, everybody just kind of dropped the 7M. Well, I'm different. I like going through the struggle of making some, I like going through, I want to go through that struggle with the 7M and make it fast and reliable and, you know, go out there and smack around some 2Js because I ended up putting in more work. Or I might put in more work just to get the same result as a guy with the 2J, but I'm going to be more proud of mine because I put in a lot more work. That's just how I feel about that. But there's nothing wrong with 1J. There's nothing wrong with 2J. As a matter of fact, I plan on doing a 2J and something one day. Maybe a 1J. Hell, between us, the Z might get one. If I don't sell it, we'll just keep that between us, man. And anybody else who stumbles on this live stream. But yeah, getting back to the Mustang. Basically, I'm just in the throes of doing the pretty up stuff, you know, just paint. Oh, by the way, look at this. I don't know if I showed the last live stream, but on the e-brake, I got it working. I got the e-brake working. I got that thing right, but it was still holding somewhere, and I didn't know what it was. But as you can see, there's this spring right here on this caliper that the owner of this Mustang, he went to the junkyard and grabbed me another caliper. I'm gonna clean this up and make it look all pretty again, and we're gonna put this thing on the passenger side where the spring is actually missing, and that way the actuator can actually come back, and it's not stuck. This one moves a little bit. Yeah, it does move. So I can actually spring this thing back and open the pads up so it won't stick so much. And I should be done with his custom e-brake setup. Pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. It took me a long time, but it was mostly the measuring and to make sure stuff is right and all that thing. But that's how that was. But if there's any other, so what's up with you, Jeff? Anything new? Any new tools? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be using this thing. At some point. A few. That's what I said. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll check that out as soon as the live stream's done. But I want to. I came out and I did I made sure I finish out this week on the live stream, no matter how I felt, and it's gonna do it because never done this before, so I'm gonna try it. I figured if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna give it a whole week and learn what I can. Try not to keep it boring. Try to keep things somewhat interesting. Yeah. But I'm not above suggestions, man. You guys can give me suggestions on what to talk about. I like to keep it like correlated or more positive vibes. I like positive vibes. I don't think throwing negative stuff out in the world is a good thing. So I try to keep a positive vibe in mainly car stuff and workout stuff. I like workout stuff. I'm becoming a gym bro. So I'm starting to do that, becoming that guy. But it makes me feel good. So fun. Ended up having a few too many on the last one. The other dude just some interesting. Okay. Okay, interesting. Let me read this last part again. Let's see what else. Okay. Having a few too many? Having a few too many what? Okay. Well, what kind of LEDs you doing? Oh. Excuse me. Can't laugh too much. But so adult beverages. But yeah, man, it just is. We're just doing this thing around here. So I don't know if Mr. Gunn is gonna make it in time. I can only stream from 5 to 6. Well, I can stream longer, but I just kind of set out a time and we'll just stick to it. Let's see. So actually, now the next thing. Now, actually, my next project. I think I discussed this before, but I kind of want to go more into depth on it. My next project that I actually want to do right after the Mustang is done is getting my trailer ready to go. As for the breakdown of that thing, I've already bought tires and wheels. I think that's on another video. And I think I want to do leaf springs. I think I want to do some leaf springs on it just to make that thing just a little less rugged when I'm using it. I don't really know how to do that. I've never worked with a trailer, so this will be a learning experience for everybody. Now I'm thinking of putting leaf springs on it, changing all of the wheel bearings on it because there's no telling when the last time that's been done. And then of course just kind of rust treating it and painting it. And then of course tag and title, all that good stuff. And just get this thing road legal and looking decent. And then there's a lot of lights that are out on it. So change out all those little lights and light bulbs and things like that. And I should have an interesting little trailer, something that I can haul some stuff around with, and I can bring more projects to the shop so I can do more stuff, more fun stuff, and more learning experience stuff. But that's the breakdown for the car trailer. I'm also thinking, because I'm learning so much about this live stream thing, and because I'm learning so much about being on YouTube and making videos, and have I seen that? I have seen that. I've seen that, and those actually look really, really good. Are they more like a dolly, or does the whole car fit on there? I want to say it's a dolly. That's just my thought. When I think of it, I think it's a fold-out dolly, where you just kind of roll the front or the rear wheels on there, and then you pull it around. Now, I've also been interested in that Harbor Freight log splitter. It's a regular 4x8 flatbed. Now, what are those things going for, if you don't mind me asking? So, it's a folding trailer. What Jeff's saying is it's a folding trailer, 4x8, regular 4x8 trailer. Going for 350-ish. Hey man, you can't beat that. That's good. That's really good. Because the trailer I got, I think he gave it to me. I think he wanted 700 for it, and I got him to give it to me for 5. But it does need some work. But it's a trailer, man. What else? But yeah, I'm looking at that log splitter too, man. That log splitter looks freaking cool. I want one. I'll send you the link. You still have to put all the extra wood. Okay, I can deal with that. That's not a problem. Yeah, man. Um, let's see. So you know what? This is some tool talk, man. So have you used this thing? Have you used this Harbor Freight H was it HVLP gun? Have you used one of these? I used it, and compared to like my $100 my set of $400, I didn't really care for this too much. But then again, I wasn't using I was using this stuff. I was using that, just enamel paint. Now, I like the fact that it's really easy to clean up. This enamel paint, it's really easy to clean out of the gun. So like if you use like enamel paint in a Harbor Freight gun, the Harbor Freight gun doesn't become a throwaway. Like usually these are throwaway guns. Like you use your primer, and you can use this for like primer and junk work, and then you know when it's all clogged and beat up, you throw it away because it's only $10. Actually, if you use this enamel stuff, it cleans out of the gun really, 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 really good. And your gun isn't actually a throwaway. You can get a good amount of uses out of it if you stick with like an enamel type deal. I learned that, and I thought it was cool. And yeah, so that's why I'm sticking with this gun for now. And the enamel, it doesn't spray perfect. It's not that great of a spray pattern. But what do you expect for $10 when you have like Iwatas and other expensive brand car painting guns out there that are $400, $500, $600, $700, $800. So for a $10 gun, this is great for, you know, just slapping some paint on something. Now, you know what? I know I've probably shown it on one of the videos, but I'm going to show you one of the parts I actually painted with it. Hold on. So here's some of the stuff that I actually painted with it. And, you know, it's like a couple of steps above rattle can is what it is. And it's not too bad. I'm not angry about it. It doesn't flake and chip off. And this part's actually kind of cold. But you know, once you let it set and cure and everything, you can't really like scratch it off. It's pretty good stuff. And on top of that, this paint is a direct to metal paint. So you just get clean metal on there, and then you throw your paint on there, and it actually sticks pretty well as long as the metal's clean. So this stuff worked pretty good. I got this stuff from the paint store. If you want to try that with this gun, paint some engine accessories or paint anything, it's not bad. I can't say I hate it. Can't say I hate it. Can't say it was a bad thing. So that's what I think about those. I don't know. Trying to see what else there is. Even my talking points. See, now I think Michael Winder, I don't know if he's going to be able to show up this one. He's got another meeting today, so they might show up a little later. We're only halfway in, so hey, this is what it is. Let's see. You know what? I kind of feel like going through some of the parts list that I got for the 7M. And I haven't unboxed this thing yet. I've had it for over a year, and I haven't unboxed it. And now I kind of want to see what's in the box now, just because I've never just looked in this thing. So what I'm going to show you is my fuel cell for my for the project car, the Supra, and it's an Aeromotive fuel cell that I got like a couple of years ago, just saving it to put in this car, and I've never opened it. So you know what? I kind of want to see what it's about. So come with me. That very clean transmission for this guy. All right, so yeah, I got one of those. That's right. Remember that story I was telling you about with my dad? That's the bottle. So I have this thing right here. And what this is a 15-gallon fuel cell. Oh, did I open it up? I guess I opened it, but I didn't really go through it. So, yeah. All right. So, I'm going to check this thing out. So, this is an Aeromotive fuel cell. It's got the Eliminator pump in it. And it's got a dead stink bug in there as well. Get out. Get out of here. So, you know, I tell you what, the packaging on this thing is epic. I had no idea these awesome stickers were in here. I didn't know those were in there. If I'd known that, I just would have taken them out and thrown them on my toolbox a long time ago just to have them. So this is what we got. Aeromotive 15-gallon Eliminator fuel pump. This thing should support up to about 1,200. It said it should support about 1,200 horsepower. Now I don't know if the motor I'm using is going to support that type of power, but hey, this is what's here. It's almost like Christmas, huh? But yeah. So this is actually really cool. I can't wait to start tearing into that thing. As far as anything else around here, you know what? I think I'm gonna turn the heater back on for these parts, and I might turn the heater back on for these parts, and I might spray some stuff. I don't know. See what happens. But I don't want to leave you guys too bored today. Okay, I'll tell you what. Pedro hasn't been started in a long time. And I bet I can get Pedro started in before this live stream is over. What do you think? Think I should try to start Pedro? I think I'm gonna try to start Pedro. Now what Pedro needs for sure, I know he needs some coolant. And I also do have a jumper pack. Bam. So we're gonna try to start Pedro right now. Oh, it's a little rainy out. Oh, it's dark. There's Pedro. I'm gonna try to get a light. Grab a little light from somewhere. Where's my light? Where's my light? Okay. This will work. There we go. So there's Pedro. It's old man with the little side doohickeys. I haven't started, man. Pedro hasn't been started since, dang, it's almost a year. About a year. Good Lord. I need a cameraman. Alright, so I'm going to have to set you down for 1 second. Alright. Oh crap. Okay. Alright. So this is the first engine I ever built myself. And this is like a bunch of years old and kind of abused. But you should have seen it when I first started. Now I rattle can most of the stuff, so that's why it's like all busted up now, but yeah. So let me put the jumper pack on here. Throw some coolant in here. And we'll see if we can get Pedro. See if we can get Pedro running. Yeah, this is a little random, but I got it. I'm destined to entertain you guys for this live stream. All right, so it's on. It's charging. I know there's hardly any coolant in here. It's had a slow coolant leak for a long time. You know that aluminum radiator? That's like one of the first mods I had for this thing. I think it's pretty good. So, yeah, she's a little dry. All right, I'm gonna throw some coolant in there. I know I got like spare coolant all over the place because I had to drain it all out of one of those other vehicles. But I had a guy that was here, now he doesn't want to be here no more. That's alright. It's me and you, Jeff. It's all good. Ooh, she's dry. Dry and thirsty. We'll top that off in a little bit, but not bad, not bad. Alright, so we're gonna have to fight the spiders. I know there's spiders. Look look at the spider webs in here. Alright, I need like a rag or something. You see what I do for my folks? I'm in the cold. I'm in the rain, fighting off a sickness, and I'm out here getting ready to try to get Pedro started for entertainment purposes. What's that? Just bought the 1200 cranking amp jumper pack from Lowe's. Haven't needed it yet, but looking forward to it. Oh, okay. I didn't know Lowe's had them. You know what? There's so many things that a lot of these stores and places have. There's leaves all in here. I don't know when the last time. I don't know when the last time Pedro had anything done. But there's a lot of stuff that a lot of these stores have that you would never know because they're like warehouse items. They're like items that are just not in the store that you can order. There's a lot of that kind of stuff. All right. So while that's going, I'm gonna run and grab a key. I don't leave the keys in Pedro. I probably should. It's not going anywhere, but. There's Bubba! Hey! Alright. I brought him back in the house because I thought I was going to paint and I didn't want him to be around the fumes. But, yeah. We got keys. Alright, Bubba, step back. So, let's see what we got. Oh, man. It has been so long. It's been so long. Now, there's really no real lights in here. Pedro never really had a light. Oh, look at the ceiling. Hold on a second. Look at the top. It has bowed in from being in the water for so long. You know, that was a new top too. Damn it. Well, we got a little bit of life here. I don't hear nothing priming though. I don't hear. Uh-oh. Well, we're getting signs of life. Maybe the gas. Oh, look at that even. The Alpine starts up. Might need to put a little ether in this thing. No fuel yet. Yep, I agree with that. Let's see. All right, let's see. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do all that right now. I mean, this thing is just. All right. Finally, it's Michael in Game Windier. So, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to start Pedro. Pedro hasn't been started in a long time. So we're trying to see if Pedro would at least just start. I don't think I hear the fuel pump. I don't know. I think the fuel pump might be bad. All right. I'm gonna spray a little ether in this thing, see what happens. Yeesh. Pedro's rough in here, man. Pedro needs a serious rebuild. If I can stop dropping my light. Well, that came off too easy. I'll put you guys down for a second. If anything, she'll just run on the ether for a second or two. But even at that point, I'll be happy. All right, so let's see. Nothing. Aw, boo. Come on, Pedro. Well, the jump box ran out of juice. You know what? I think I just heard the fuel pump prime too. You know what? I'm gonna hook it up. You know what? I might bring the truck around to jump it. Nope. All right. Yep, I can hear the old charger itself. It's mad at me. It's had enough. That's fine, Mr. Charger. How much time I got? Oh, I got 12 minutes. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. We're gonna work this out. All right, so we got some cables back here. Alright. Oh no. My battery on my phone's dying. What the crap? Dang it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hook it up here. I'll hook it up to the truck. Cut the truck off first. Don't want to do nothing stupid. All right. So I'm gonna let it charge on the truck. Then I gotta throw my phone on the charger real quick. and then we'll see what happens. Hold on, guys. I'm just hooking up the battery cables. Give me a second. All right, so let's see. Make sure we got everything right here. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on a charger now because I'm running out of charger stuff. Man. Alright guys, so tell me again, why am I doing this again? It's the final countdown. Alright guys, so you can see behind me. Whoa, okay. It's just like light. I don't know what's going on here. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Okay. I know it's still going. I don't know why in the world did this thing go. Okay, hold on. Normal. There we go. Let's get back out of that. Cancel. Okay. All right. So behind me, see the truck? All right, cool. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties. So give me a minute. Not because I decided to mess with Pedro today. Not since I decided to do that. I think I'm just gonna, for tonight, I'm just gonna finish prepping everything, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come out and shoot. Get all those, get all that stuff painted. Whew, good Lord. So, in 2 minutes, I should have a little bit of extra charge on the phone, right? Oh, 3%? Good Lord. It's charging, but man. Whoo! We're cutting it close, guys. We're cutting it close. I got 3% on my phone. Waiting for stuff to charge. You know, this is actually it. This is the final, like, this is about as close as we're going. So either the phone's gonna cut off and the live stream is gonna be over, or Pedro's gonna start before all of that happens. But this is Pedro we're talking about. This is Pedro. It's going down. Yeah, damn right. It's going down. This is Pedro we're talking about, though. Pedro, damn it. Pedro does it. Pedro has gotten me through more snowstorms than any other vehicle. Pedro has been beaten and neglected, but we will not stop. See. Yeah, Mike remembers riding in Pedro in the snow. Pedro puts that work in. Ooh, it's cold because it's wet out there. Good Lord. How many more minutes? Yeah, that's what. You know what? Jeeps are just apocalypse vehicles. That's what they are. Winder's agreeing, but he doesn't want a Jeep. He was embarrassed to ride with me and Pedro when we went to go get lunch for after our in-service training. And the LR3. You like that thing? Yeah, all right, I guess. They're off-roady and rugged and stuff. I was watching this thing about the Toyota Land Cruisers. They have a pretty rich history, man. Those things are beastly off-road. All right, let's see. All right, we're at 5%. We're gonna try it. They are a lot of money. All right, going back. We're at 5%, guys. On my phone. I don't know what we got for the Jeep. It's wet. It's rainy. Something might explode. We don't know. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. All right, so there's a little sign of life there, of course. Let's see. Come on. Oh, and we got music. Huh. All right. Didn't have that before. Okay. Now we got real power. Come on, Pedro. Oh, okay. All right. Still not enough. Not enough juice yet, guys. Not enough juice. Uh-oh. She shut down completely now, man. Okay. I don't know. Rip. Rest in peace, Pedro. We can't give up, man. We can't give up. There's still time. There's still... I think I got a bad ground. We just had a bad ground. I think I just had a bad... Hold on. It was a bad ground. Come on, Pedro. Look at the speedometer. The speedometer goes... Look, the speedometer's just like going. What the heck? You see that? Why is it doing that? Hold on. Look, the speedometer is just going. The hell? Pedro's saying I'm going 100 miles an hour. Come on, Pedro. Oh, no. 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 I didn't make it in time, guys. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh, poor Pedro. Poor Pedro. So sad. So if I turn the key, he goes like to 100 miles an hour for no reason. See? And then the gauge just starts running. Well, guys, I tried. I was hoping Pedro would start after all these years of just sitting there. I thought Pedro would just, you know, would just do me proud today, but it didn't. It didn't work. It didn't do it. Manually prime it. I don't know. It's a little out of the. We're a little out of time though, man. And I would, yeah. There's ether in there. You know what I think? I think we got a, I think we got. I think we probably ain't got no spark, man. It should have started on a little bit of ether. I think something went bad in the spark. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. This is the reason why Pedro is about to get a rebuild. And you know what? It was a fun try. We gave it a shot, right, guys? We gave it a good effort. Poor Pedro just has had it. That's all. So, give me a second. I'm gonna button some stuff up, and then we're gonna have our final thought for the day. All right, guys, we gave it a good healthy try, man. We gave it a really good shot, and unfortunately, my thoughts about Pedro were right. Pedro needs a full-on rebuild, and I'm actually excited to do it. I'm kind of glad Pedro ain't starting right now, because I don't even really feel like going through and hunting down what's wrong. I don't want to. So what I'd rather do is I'd rather go ahead and swap in a 350, put a lift kit on there, and be done with it. I think that'll be just, I'll be perfectly happy with that. So final thoughts, for the final thoughts, guys, never be scared to try something new. And also the other thing is, I'm trying to find a good way to word this. Never let your mind tell your body how tired it is. Let your body tell you how tired it is. So when you're in mentally, you can always say there's something you don't want to do, or you're too tired to do, or you don't feel this, or you don't feel that. Your mind is going to mix you up with feelings. Your mind is actually designed to keep you doing things that are comfortable, to keep you in this zone where you know you're going to be safe. And it likes to tell your body certain things in order for you to stay in that zone. So what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to try something new, even though your mind is telling you it's an uncomfortable thing. Because your body will respond once you get your mind under control. So that's my final thought. Don't let your mind tell your body how tired it is. Let your body tell you how tired it is, and then you compensate that way. All right? So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry that we couldn't get Pedro going. Poor Pedro. But anyway, once again, let me stop messing around. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave all of your comments below. I really have to know what you guys think about this, because I'm also thinking about doing these live streams once a month, maybe the last Saturday of every month. That's kind of my plan for it right now. We'll see how it works out. But in the meantime, join me every single Monday when I post a new video of what I've done through the week. The Mustang build, other things coming up. Don't forget I have a Zazzle store, www.zazzle.com/trench underscore. Oh, sorry, guys. You guys are still here? My battery died. I plugged it back up, and I'm finally back on. You guys are here. Holy shit, thank you. So, I'm sorry. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Next time, we'll do something with Pedro. Next time, we'll do some more stuff with the Mustang. So, Zazzle store, www.zazzle.com/trench underscore gear. Excuse me. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Keep wrenching. Wrench Trench out. Peace.